Hi, everybody, Academic Writers Unblocked community. This is me, Dr. Sharon Shahaf. I'm jumping here real quick and excuse my haste just to direct your attention to the fact that we now know the exact details of this week's free pre-foundational workshop session. So leading up to the beginning of foundational workshop, which is scheduled to begin this Friday, July 14th. And definitely more information on that forthcoming. But before we start with the foundational workshop. As I traditionally do, I love to offer non-for-profit community building, free coaching events that allow everybody on this community to have access to some support and loving, gentle momentum building so that you can get aligned with your passion and with this calm resolve to do the writing that you need to do this summer. So I am sorry, I'm kind of putting this a little bit last minute, as you guys know, and when you write and when you do things, life continue to humble you and change things up on you. And I've had quite the week with a close family member going into emergency operation, and everything went well, but it definitely took some time. So excuse me for only letting you know about the exact schedule today, but pay attention because we are starting tomorrow, 10 a.m. Now, I want to explain a little bit about what we're going to do. So the free events are going to be this week, July. Today's July 10th. This week, we're going to have them July 11th through the 13th. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I took into consideration your votes about the timing and your votes about the topics. So let me explain a little bit how we're going to do this. The topics are going to be day 1, resolving writer's block, day 2, dealing with time/burnout, because I combined 2 topics that got a lot of traction, dealing with time without panic and dealing and healing from burnout. And then the third day is going to deal with planning for longer projects. Each day, in order to accommodate your very, very different time situations and your schedules, I decided to do the following thing. We will start with a free 45-minute kind of mini lesson for me, not very interactive, just a lesson. I will bring together my distilled advice on the topic of the day. I will offer exercises, maybe a bunch of readings, which will be made available, exercises, etc., and offer for free this impactful lesson to help you deal with the topic. Then that's at 10 a.m. If you cannot attend 10 a.m., that's okay. Everything will be recorded and will be made available and remain available on the Facebook group. And if you sign up for the email list, you will get an email with the replay link as well. Then Tuesday and Thursday at 1:30, which was one of the most popular times that people voted for that they can do this, I will hold live workshops. And then Wednesday is going to be at 5. So every morning at 10 a.m. a lesson, and then Tuesday at 1:30, Wednesday at 5, and Thursday at 1:30, we will have live workshops. That mirrors the structure of foundational workshop, because in foundational workshop, you get the pre-recorded lesson and some readings and stuff. And then we meet up for the real workshop, which is an opportunity for you to come in as a group and you get one-on-one coaching, but in the group setting, and people share with vulnerability, and you see that what the coaching they get, the advice they get, what they do, you can see how they self-sabotage in ways, for example, right, in ways that are similar to what you do. You see the coaching, you share with vulnerability, and you unblock, and you receive momentum and the accountability of the group and the inspiration of seeing the group of people dealing with similar things. And so this is what I've decided to do. So again, 10 o'clock, you can attend live, or you can watch on the group, or you can watch on the Zoom with me, be on the Zoom with me, and then you can interact and ask questions, etc. At 10 o'clock every day, 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 10 o'clock, by the way, all times are East Coast USA. So 10 o'clock my time, we will have a lesson. And then Tuesday and Thursday, 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, you will have an opportunity to attend on the Zoom and, get the workshop experience and get your answer, your questions answered, and get an opportunity to interact with me and receive for free some coaching from me. Guys, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but an hour of one-on-one coaching with me is expensive. And this is an opportunity to get it for completely free. And I'm always happy to do that because I adore this community and I adore the mutual support and the whole non-for-profit idea behind that. All right, let me share just so that it's clear. You can scroll on the group, and right now this is the email that came out, but I also share this information on the group. So just to repeat what I've said, and I'm hoping that the share screen is showing. Let me make sure. I'm going to go and watch on the Facebook group to make sure that you guys are seeing what I want you to be seeing. We will have a lesson. All right, I'm going to assume that yes. All right, so the first lesson is overcoming writer's block, and that's July 11th. That's 10 a.m. Second lesson, managing time burnout, July 12th, 10 a.m. Third lesson, planning long projects, July 13th, 10 a.m. And then after you've joined at 10 a.m. for the lesson, or if you didn't get to watch it, you can still watch it throughout the day. At 1:30 p.m., you see up here, 1:30 on Tuesday and Thursday. And then on 5 p.m. on Wednesday, jump on the Zoom, and we will have a workshop where we come in and you get the workshop experience, where we come in and we open open up the stage and you guys workshop the verb. We workshop together the topics, and this is where you really can affect change. This is where you really can start internalizing for your own process what we've taught in the lesson that may seem more theoretical. All right, guys, I don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to waste a lot of your time today. So that was a really quick explanation. One thing I want to ask of you, if you're watching this, if you are going to attend, and if you value this, would you kindly invite your other academic friends, invite them to join the Facebook group, the email list, all of those good things, so that we can continue to build our community. And last but not least, I basically promised the last person I've had a discovery session with, I am holding for her the one before last early bird special rate. So I have one more early bird special rate enrollment for foundational workshop. We are starting this Friday. We might actually just do introductions this Friday and add another week. So, it's already an 8-week program, so it might be a 9-week program, because I want to give more. There's a lot of people who are looking at coming in and they're not sure, and they're looking at funding, et cetera, et cetera. So foundational workshop, we're meeting this Friday, but we might not really delve in until next Friday. This workshop, it's a fantastic workshop. I am the one doing the workshop, so you don't have to believe me, but I will tell you that people who take this workshop get unblocked. They finish stuck projects. I told you before, I've had people who came in with a dissertation that was stuck for over a decade, and they took foundational. The momentum that gets created when you work together with a group of academic writers who are, a lot of them share the same exact issues and the same exact challenges with you, and we go through the content, but it's not so much about the amazing, incredible content that really teaches you great habits and all of that, but it's practicing together, and it's building this gentle, loving, non-toxic group of accountability of people who are with you, hands on your backs, and there's an alchemy that happens when you join this. Now you can join for only $450. This is between 8 and 9 weeks of content and tons of access for one-on-one coaching with me that, again, as I said, is priced at $250 an hour if I don't read your stuff, and $350 minimum if I'm reading your stuff. So really, for $450, you get 9 weeks of access to me. It's priceless, and I love to do that, and I have the energy to do this over the summer. Once a year, I try to do once or twice a year. Foundational really allows people to get a new foundation to completely shift and transform their relationship with writing. Those who have taken the workshop, you can scroll up and down. There's testimonials all over the website and the group. Many of them also continue and pay a lot more than that to join advanced workshop. And a lot of them can join advanced workshop because they finished that dissertation, they got that amazing job, and now they have funding. Last but not least, if you do want to join and you cannot pay even the early bird special, I always fund, and for every fully paying faculty member, I turn around and I offer a scholarship or a deep discount for somebody who wants to join, needs to join, and cannot pay. So, if you're a single mom or a marginalized person for whatever reason, a struggling, precariously employed mother of 3, whatever it is, just let me know. I will figure out a way to let you join without breaking your bank. All right, my friends. So I'm excited. This week is here. We are going to do a lot of fun, completely free community building, community outreach, trainings for academic writers. Together, we're going to get excited and passionate again about resuming your projects, finishing your project, getting a positive momentum going without self-sabotage, without self-blame, without self-censoring, without all of that shit toxic stuff academia is so good at teaching us to do to ourselves. Please join me for take advantage of this opportunity and invite your friends, because the more the merrier. And to be quite honest, the beauty of being able to do these things for free is kind of balanced out by the beauty of continuing to build our community. If you have taken foundational workshop before and you want to jump in on here and to say, like people have been, and just share with people how life transforming it was, you are, of course, very welcome. And so I expect to see many new and old faces as we embark tomorrow. Also, if it's last minute and you can't attend live any of these sessions, do not worry. They will be made and remain available for a while, definitely throughout next week on Academic Writers Unblocked. Okay, my loves, it's time to go. I have kids who are on summer break and are probably scratching the door right now for me to find something to do with them. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see everybody tomorrow at 10 a.m.